Welcome to another episode of Purple State Media. Let's get into it, man. This mother of three about to get evicted. The government is shut down. And I guess, she haven't got paid in almost a month, So it's kind of weird, man. They need to go ahead and, stop this stuff, man, and go ahead and open the government back up. It's the same bill that they've been signing back when the Democrats were in office, and they just playing politics with people's lives. So I don't know. They just need to go ahead and get it over with. Go ahead and do what they got to do. Go ahead and sign a bill and negotiate later. Cause they're real life, real people. So let's get into it. Let's listen to what she has to say. This mother of three faces eviction right now. So government shutdown really hurting people, man. So yeah, let's get into it.
Cell phones, car insurance, everything comes due.
That last woman you heard from, Inez Nicholson, she reached out to us about her situation. So we listened to her voice and found out she's a federal employee working with no paycheck. And now she's facing eviction.
This isn't the first late fee notice Inez Nicholson has gotten, but it may be the last one if she can't afford to pay her rent on time. I'm Rachel Henderson, and I spoke with this federal worker about how hard it's been during the government shutdown.
It's hard, but people need you.
Inez Nicholson's motivation hangs on her walls. Lately, the government shutdown's been hanging over her head. She's still showing up to work, but she's not getting paid.
I still go in knowing that someone still needs my help.
Inez is one of 1.4 million federal employees not receiving pay.
It's not just me.
It's happening during one of the longest government shutdowns in history.
We currently understand the challenges caused by the government shutdown. Unfortunately,
she sent me this letter from the Social Security Administration to share with her creditors, including her leasing office. She read me the email exchanges she's had with her leasing office after sending the letter. They've left several late fee notices on her door throughout the month. This new one was outside after we left her apartment Friday. I stopped by the leasing office to ask questions, but they refused to comment. Inez risks an eviction.
The thing about it is the leasing office, the people that own these apartment complexes or rent houses and own these houses, they still have to pay their bills. So I get that. So if they're going to freeze rent for the people, they need to free rent for the homeowners and the apartment owners and stuff, free mortgages for everyone. The one thing that happened during the COVID days where Biden is pretty much said people didn't have to pay rent, but the people that own the houses and people that own the apartments still had to pay they stuff, their mortgages and they bills and stuff. So and they didn't have the revenue coming in, so why I feel like rent went up so high because they had to recoup that money. And I don't really blame them. It's kind of messed up all the way around. But, the government going to step in and freeze it for the average person. They need to help out the business owners as well because they still got to pay their bills, So it need to be fair down the line, down the middle, But anyway, let's continue and see what else they got to say.
Eviction notice if she can't pay off her balance by November 1st.
So you're prepared at this point to leave if you have to?
If I have to, I will. Now, where I would go at this point, I don't know.
Inez has called several agencies, including the United Way. I did the same thing to see for myself what the demand is like.
Anytime that we see these economic conditions changing, we're likely to see an increase in those calls.
Kara Moshik with the United Way says they've gotten over 200 requests linked to the government shutdown. A lot of the agencies they refer people to are out of funds.
For those folks in our community who have the ability to give and be generous, this is the time.
For the time being, Inez is just trying to hang in there. Rachel Henderson, KSHB 41 News.
I'm going to be honest.
We are now in the longest federal government.
I'm going to be honest. I got the means to help out and do stuff like that, but I'm the type of person, I help people that help me, to be honest with you. You got to have a good circle of people that look out for you and that you willing to look out for. That's the thing. People always hit me up for money, but I give them money if I feel like they would do the same for me. But that's about it. Because people will use the crap out of you these days, man. So I associate and deal with the same people I always have dealt with. We want to help more people, but like I said, I'm a saver. I don't do too much extra stuff, and I be seeing like a lot of people. As soon as they get their check, they blow it on whatever. They don't save anything, and you got to put some money back, man. You got to be prepared for what if. You know what I'm saying? So, and the one thing I say, I have been blessed where I always put money back, and I always been a hardcore saver. But now I done went from saving so much to investing more. So I do more investing than saving now. But anyway, yeah, stuff just getting hard, man. You got to start depending on family and stop thinking that you could do everything by yourself, because that's not the case anymore. You know, the government is not your daddy. You know what I'm saying? So you depend on them, you pretty much screwing yourself, you know, and you got to get back to family, you know. I don't talk to one girl that she pretty much said she don't deal with her mama, her daddy, you know, nobody in her family. You know, she got a kid. No, she won't let nobody babysit her kid. And I broke up with her because of that. I'm like, well, I don't got any kids, so we can't go nowhere. So ain't no point of me trying to kick it with you. If you ain't gonna never let nobody babysit your kid every time you go somewhere. He got to be tagging along. So yeah, I ain't signing up for that. But anyway, I went out on a rant on that one. But yeah, stuff getting hard, man. So just be careful, stay prayed up, and get your good circle. Yeah. Catch y'all next time. Purple State Media out.